And I know, man, you're going to love talking about this because some quarterback controversy, drama. The Jets and the Saints are openly courting Derek Carr. Everyone knows it. They're the two biggest buyers. But three other teams have reached out, and this is per Jay Fowler, ESPN on Twitter. Goggin, who are the three teams that have reached out regarding Derek Carr that are not the Saints and the Jets?
This is preposterous. All right, I live in a world in 2023 where Derek Carr comes off the season that he had, and the Raiders underachieved. And he is the hottest commodity in this quarterback market. Man, it pays to be a quarterback, right? And just waiting this out. Look, again, I will give him longevity. He's done fantastic. He's lasted several years as a quarterback. The three teams, in my opinion, maybe a little biased, Carolina, my Panthers, Indianapolis, the Colts, come on, this screams Indianapolis, and the Washington Commanders, because look, we know they love to spend obnoxiously on quarterbacks in the offseason. Yeah, I think these are the teams to me that scream desperation. What about you?
That is so funny, Goggin. I literally wrote down three teams, and I had Colts, Commanders, and my Panthers pick at the end. So I have the same exact three teams, man, which I think kind of shows we kind of know who the teams are, man. Like, you're not fooling us. The only one that I think maybe I'm wrong on, and maybe you'll agree with this, I'm kind of buying the Commanders over here saying they're really not looking to buy a quarterback, that they're okay just keeping the ship moving, right? And I'm kind of buying into that. I also think Eric Bieniemy just came into town. So I think maybe they haven't really had the opportunities to go find him. But those were the three teams that I also thought were going after Derek Carr.
Yeah, I think the other part I would also add is the Commanders, they might have their sights set on trying to get the number one overall pick the following season. Supposedly, Caleb Williams, the can't-miss quarterback. I don't agree with that. But teams and scouts unanimously think that.
Goggin, I feel like there might be a little animosity between you and number one over Caleb Williams, man.
Hey, look, first off, you bet on him, he loses. You bet against him, you lose. All right, look, I may or may not have been on the receiving end of a loss when I took USC to beat Utah in the Pac-12 championship game, and maybe I'm a little salty still.
All right. I get it, man. I get it. I'm right there with you. I happen to be on Utah those games, but let me tell you, man, it is one of those quarterbacks that he does get a ton of praise. He's already been grandfathered in, locked into that number one role, number one pick for next season, which is kind of odd, right? Because we obviously need to see a little bit more out of him. But not to get off topic here. The topic right now is the three teams. The Commanders really do seem to be all in on Sam Howell. At least that's what they're pushing out to the media. Could absolutely be a smokescreen, but I'm kind of buying it for the simple fact that we both think that they are trying to tank. I think that's a long haul move for them. They want to see if Bieniemy's as good as he says he is and see what they have in Howell. And if they don't have a lot, they're just going to go out and get a quarterback with the top pick next year. So I'm right there with you, man.